I'm super excited today. Welcome, 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 all. I appreciate you all for joining us and coming into our Leveraging Leads meeting. You get a little glimpse of what we talk about on the day-to-day basis, but we also help you get started on creating your powerful introduction, which is so needed. And I'm going to give you just a little tidbit of why we come in here every day and we do this daily. So my name is Keisha. I am your hostess with the mostest. And I hope that you have a pen and piece of paper because we're going to get started and we want you to be a part of it. So you have come into the Leveraging Leads space that is also known as the Thriveverse. It is a safe space of support and enhancement where you can get collaborators, friends. You can get collaborators, friends, and clients through this space of telling us who you are. Did you know that daily declaration of who you are and what you are creates a space to allow God to give you more, or whoever your higher power is? I do believe in Jesus. So God gives abundance because that is what we were purposed for. So when you're living and you're thriving, it is truly amazing. So let's go on with it. We are here for 30 minutes. We have a jam-packed agenda. First, we start with gratitude. Then we go into ingredients of a powerful introduction, at which time we will give you examples from a powerful introduction from our panelists. And then we will give you an opportunity if you have either in the chat, in the wherever you find us, you see us. If you have given us your powerful introduction, your gratitude, you will get up and get a chance to do your powerful introduction. So come along for the ride. We're here for 30 minutes. Let's get it going. So Miss Erica, can you please tell me what you are grateful for, ma'am?
I am grateful for Advil PM.
Ooh.
I am grateful. I am grateful for being a woman of my word. And I am grateful for recognizing patterns.
All right. All right. Look, I can do this part.
Oh, here I go. I'm sorry. Here I go. Now turn the volume up.
Okay. All right.
What are you grateful for?
I am grateful for safe travels. Anytime I make it back home safe. After a long, girl, I drove over 2,000 miles in 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. I'm grateful that God has allowed me to truly see where my faults are, and work on them.
Yes.
He shows me glimpses of where I'm going and what and how I need to change for that next session. You know what I'm saying? It's uncomfortable, but the uncomfortability is allowing the growth. And now I'm truly intentional. Like, I don't have time to play. Baby, I wonder why I couldn't fly no more. I'm grateful for Southwest telling me I can't get on a plane until 2027. Because had I kept flying, I wouldn't have had the time that I've had with God on the road. Because I would have got on the plane, got on the thing. It's the rush. And sometimes we don't sit down long enough to hear his voice. So I had many, many hours in the car to have a moment with him, to have moments, just reflecting. So I'm truly living in gratitude today, like full. And so I couldn't even give it all. So I'm not even going to hold you with all the things. So we're going to leave it at that and know that I am truly, it's an amazing day. But I do have Big Thomas in the room. If you want.
Wait a minute, Keisha. All right, now we're ready for Big Thomas.
He said, I am grateful for the people God is putting in my life. Amen.
Oh, what big Thomas.
Hey, Afro Hippie. So everybody that has come in, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you would like to put in your gratitude, we would love to celebrate you, but we're going to go on to the next part of the Leveraging Leads lesson, which is the most important part. Is the ingredients of a powerful introduction. So who are you? I am blah. That's your hook. That's how people. So when I'm on social media and people jump into my into my chats and they start with the questions, where you from? You know, hello, beautiful, all of that. No, let's go back to the basics. Hello, my name is. Can we start there? Because that might get me to be interested in talking to you, because that's the hook. You have introduced yourself. So then the second thing would be what you do. You know, do you have a particular business? Do you have a job? Do you have a particular skill? Is there a hobby that, or you have a digital product that's going to help somebody? Then it's like, why do you do that? And then who do you do that for? Like, who is your target person? 45 to 65, medium income of $120,000. What is the person that your solution will help? And then it's like, what makes you uniquely purposed to solve their problem? So that basically, have you gone through it and saw that your method, it works? Is basically what people want to know. Who are you? What you do? And how does this thing work? And then when they know that, they liable to try to, test and jump into the waters. But it's those things that's the most important. And then it's like, who do you want to meet? Like when you're talking to someone and you're hearing their intentions, but it is not in alignment, that is not your person. That is not the persona of the person that you want to meet. If you're going to a network and you say, okay, I need 10 top executives, because so Erica works with executives. So she goes into a room and she says, okay, I need to meet 5 executive women in this meeting. And once she meets those 5 executive women, she's probably going to talk to 20. But once she gets those 5 that she needs, that needs her service, she's done. Out. We're good. My time spent well. And then, but when she's talking to them, she's going to give them her website, right? Because that's what we know. With the way the world goes, if the only way you are making money and connecting with people are on borrowed sites, which means any social media platform, YouTube and all that, you don't have a client. So the way you get a client is by connecting and getting their information. And usually you probably have a contact form or something, until a contact form, and so you can get in contact with them. So if that's on your website, if it's not on your website, please put it on your website. That's where it should be. But you need to collect that data for yourself so you can do your follow-up, because the fortune is in the follow-up, which is what I'm learning. So Miss Erica, I don't know why that was dropped so low. Can you please share your powerful introduction?
Yes, I am Erica Cassie. I am the son of the Thrivers, powered by love, wisdom, and celebration. I am good, multi-potentialized, multifaceted mommy. I listen, teach, lift, and bring clarity for activation and execution. As the CEO and therapist of your Goal Concierge, we offer a plethora of options for leaders. But you must be commanding your thriving. So I invite mom energy leaders. Those are those fixers out there, those helpers, the people who are maybe neglecting themselves while they're serving others. Individuals may be experiencing imposter syndrome or burnout. Yes, I would love for you to go over to www.yourgoalconcierge.com. You will see all of the links and all of the offerings that are available for you to take advantage Please, let's have a conversation. Schedule time with me. Go to www.yourgoalconcierge.com, and I would love to spend time with you to lift you and launch you to your right fit solution.
Woo-woo! So I am the Keisha Johnson, better known as the Forever KJ. I am a loyal, grateful, silly connoisseur of light, love, and laughter. What do, you say? I help people stop the financial bleed. So I am your money medic. I help you save money, and then I help you make money, and then I help you spend money by traveling. Did you know? You have a better day, baby. Did you know that I was told by a 4-year-old that grandbabies are a gift. That's what she told me. She said granddaughters are a gift from God. So I do it for her. I do it so she doesn't have to work hard. I do it so she will have a legacy and that she will be she will be a trust fund baby. She will be the first millionaire in our family. That's why I do what I do. If this is the type of dream that you have, I would love to get you there. So let's have a conversation. www.theforeverkj.com. Put in there, I need help. And then we will schedule a call, 30 minutes free. And then we'll get you set up and get you also lifted and launched to your legacy. And we will talk to you at that appointed time. Thank you. Hey, Tip. So, Tara said something yesterday. Thank you. Tara said something yesterday that got me thinking. She's like, that needs to be the Leverage and Leads lesson. But of course, I was in the midst of everything that was going on. And so I was like, I woke up this morning and I was like, what is the lesson that I want to talk about? We are in March. And March is Women's History Month. And I've been talking about different women that have made a mark on the community, on the world, in beauty, in different things like that. So I'm going to spotlight why women are important. Just some figures, and this is going to be our lesson. Did you know that? And I'm going to speak from a person that looks like me. In the sense, there were 400,000 of us that was removed from the federal payroll for whatever reason and whatever capacity. 400,000. So if 400,000 women got together, put in $1 together, and we have $400,000, do you know the impact that we would have on this world? Our education, our mind, our business sense. The men only got it because of the way they took it. We are the most educated, the most in debt, and we have the least amount of net worth. We have only 1% of the world's net worth. 1%. So you mean to tell me that in that 1% of billionaires, of the rich, we're the opposite? As a Black woman? That's diabolical. When we have women like Madam C.J. Walker, who changed the trajectory for Black women's hair. We have women like Angela Bassett that stands and speaks with such profound. We have actresses that got Academy Awards before Halle Berry got hers that were Black. But they played a mammy in their roles. They didn't get to play the co-star to Billy Bob Thornton in a sex scene to get her. And I'm not taking away her Academy Award, but I'm saying the things that we have to compromise for to just get the same exact thing that the total opposite person has is diabolical to me. But we have the power. We have the power, ladies, and I mean no disrespect to men, and I'm not man bashing today because y'all know I love me a man, a good man with a good voice and a good smell and some great teeth and a beautiful smile. Okay, y'all know that. However, this is Women's History Month. What woman do you know that has made an impact on life. And I want you to tell somebody about it. So, Erica, I would love for you to tell me about your favorite author and how she made an impact on literature.
Okay, yes. Would love to. My favorite author is Zora Neale Hurston. In the 1920s, she was radical beyond measure because she did not see herself. All the other writers in that time were talking about the injustice of being Black in America. They were talking about that at 1920s, okay? It hasn't changed. And so they were talking and they were writing about that. But what she was doing was writing about human just history, just what is it like to just be a woman? What is it like to be in a relationship? She was just going beyond that, thinking and sharing just the true stories of all these different people. She was an anthropologist as well. She traveled around, and I know you'll like this, Keisha. She traveled around. She was not a woman that just sat around and, went along with and I'm in the 1920s now. This is 1920s. Y'all need to really understand that most women in that time, they were attached to a man in order to have to have security, to have stability. And she refused that. She refused that. She said to herself, I want to be radical. I want to learn. I want to grow. I want to know. So she was traveling around documenting stories of people in different places and writing about it. I have to tell you, she was dynamic, and she is my favorite author, but also my role model. I don't have a present-day role model. She is my role model. I learned about her learning about Black history, something that was not taught to me in school. I went to the library, and I would just indulge myself and learn about Madam C.J. Walker, Zora Neale Hurston, and all the other phenomenal Sojourner Truth. There's all the other phenomenal Black women that have done amazing things for our world. Most of the products and services, most of the things that we use that are convenient are things that Black women created and invented in America. So there was this thing that said, okay, how about we just not white people don't use anything that a Black person has created, and see how far you get along. You just can't, because it's too much value that has been added to the American culture that we shortchange. Anyway, Zora was dynamic, and her influence was the reason that I move the way that I do right now. I am absolutely free. She was absolutely free, and she understood how much it took. If she was here today, she would not have died the way that she died, which was in an unmarked grave, because she didn't have a social support system that understood her. Now, in this day and age, you have an Erica, you have a Keisha, you have plenty of dynamic women who are living on their terms in the way that they want to, because there's no limits to this. We don't have to have limits. And she taught me that, and I'm so grateful that I have that influence. But there are so many other women that you can learn about and know about. Even today, there are women right now. I have a challenge going on. It's hashtag I am Women's History, because you are history as well. Imagine all the firsts that you was able to accomplish in your life. The first person to actually deal with the trauma that has been going on in your family, the ones that are the cycle breakers in your family. You decided that you're not going to do that anymore. You're the first time being a first time going to college. Within my immediate family, I am the only child that actually went to college, got a master's degree, and working on getting my bachelor's. I'm the only one with a business. I'm the only one who has accomplished having her own home and decided not to have it anymore because she didn't want it anymore, and now travel around getting $10,000 to move places. Yes, I am making history, and you are making history too. We got to toot our own horn out here.
Yes.
As women. And make sure that we're accomplishing everything our hearts desire. Go back and find out what that little girl was dreaming about and do that. And I'm complete.
Woo! The little girl. Yes, let's talk about that little girl. So do you remember the movie Antwone Fisher? And he tells the story to Denzel, and he talks about who is the little boy. And I wonder, can I pull it up? But when you said that, okay, sorry. Tippy says she is grateful for health. Let me not look. Let me not forget the gratitude. But when they come in, they be coming in hot with the gratitudes. Thank you, loves. So if there's any more gratitudes, please put them in the chat. We would love to celebrate you. We have 5 minutes left, but we're going to talk about it. So the little girl, and she wasn't too little, but let me take you on the journey. So she was bright-eyed and amazing, and she knew she was going to be a doctor. Then she found boys, and then she said, I'm going to be a nurse and marry a doctor, because that somehow seemed more glamorous, right? That's your move. And so we ended up, that's your movie. We ended up deciding to change our trajectory of life, but I always knew that I was going to live this life that that was going to be an amazing life. I was going to travel. I was going to be a lady of leisure. We now call those the Real Housewives of whatever city they belong to. But that was literally my life at 19. That's what I thought. When I got married, that was going to be my life. I was this military wife. At the time, Army Wives was out, and I was going to be all these things. But then I met Erica at the worst time, probably the darkest time in life. And I had to change some things. And that's when I made the decision. So I decided that I no longer wanted to live on it. I woke up so excited today, Erica. I couldn't wait to talk to you. Like, I'm finna move. I am moving. I don't know if it's going to be a permanent move, if it's going to be a temporary move. I don't know. But I know that I'm going. And it's one of those things to where doing the Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, that's where my teams will be, was easy to do driving. And I used to wonder why my RVP, my mentor, I was like, girl, how do you do it? Because she runs Georgia, Tennessee, and St. Louis. And so when she's moving, I'm seeing her move, but she's, her husband, both in the business. So they understand not being able to be together, because if they put their heads down right now, they will have what they want for the generations to come. So it's like, it is a now time. We don't have tomorrow. It is now. What is that dream now that you have? What is that thing now? I got to get this money over. Oh, I'm glad I'm talking to you. We got a book coming out, y'all. We have an anthology that's going to be published. And it is the preface that I realize that's the chapter that would be the preface of my book. And the introduction would be the story that I read to you as a preface. And then that's how the book will be written in 4 quarters: fall, winter, spring, and summer. And how it ended back in the fall. So you know what I'm saying? But I'm moving. Like, I got home yesterday, and in 10 minutes, I realized that what I did over 2 weeks is what I'm supposed to be doing. When I was in Florida, being with Angie, being with people that were familiar, but I didn't know them. Like, we had alignment. I walked into a home of nobody knew me, but everybody knew me. They did know my name, but they knew who I was. They knew that I had these multiple businesses. They knew that I'd done all of this. And it's like, this is diabolical that this many people know me in a whole different city, state that I've never been in. I've been in the state, but not that city. And I realized I'm supposed to be known for greatness because Kinsley has a legacy. So remember that your lineage is your name. Your legacy is how you are known. And I hope and pray that you find both and you have both in your life. And no matter what happens today, whatever that dream is, whatever has been in your that makes you get up excited in the morning, that makes you move, that makes you do all the things, that's God telling you that's your purpose. Follow it. Tap into it. Spend some time with him. And if you can't, go to the Thrive Plan, book a consultation there. Then you call me. We'll work on the business plan. After Erica does your business assessment, and then we will work together to get you on the right path of where you would like your legacy to be. But no matter what happens today, this is our time. This has been a great time. And don't forget, we're here at the same time tomorrow. But until then, you create a thriving rest of your day. Y'all take care of yourself. Until we meet again. Bye-bye.